Well, some within Labor ranks may have cooled toward Kevin Rudd, but in his Brisbane seat of Griffith, he's been greeted warmly by many local voters while campaigning. Maria Hatzakis was there.
It's one of the strangest contests in the election.
You guys stop flashing for a minute? Yeah, I'm the handsome guy on the left.
The future of Kevin Rudd threatens to become a bizarre sideshow.
It's very unusual for a Prime Minister to recontest an election after losing office. Most of them move on and never face an election again.
Less than a month ago, the former Prime Minister suffered the public and personal humiliation of a mutiny in his first term.
I hope I've been able to demonstrate to you that this has been a very busy 2.5 years.
The tears have dried.
So we come reminiscing today. We come reminiscing. I thought, I hope we see Kevin.
Is now Australia's most famous backbencher. This week, emerging from self-imposed isolation to a media frenzy.
We opened the hall officially on the last Friday of last term.
Yeah, I had my hands full.
You had a few other things going on at that stage.
Mr Rudd is running again in Griffith.
Griffith is the safest Labor seat in Queensland. It would be one of the last seats the LNP have a chance of winning in the state, and there's many more marginal seats for them to win.
Griffith is described as an inner Brisbane seat with patches of working class and increasingly middle class suburbs. Kevin Rudd first tried to win the seat in 1996 but didn't taste victory for 2 years. Ever since, he's steadily increased his majority.
It's a seat which has only ever fallen to the Liberal Party at landslide defeats for Labor. They won the seat in 1975 on the defeat of the Whitlam government, and they won it again in 1996 on the defeat of the Keating government. But for most of the rest of its modern history, it's been a Labor seat.
I'm Rebecca Doherty. I'm the Liberal National Party candidate for Griffith.
30-year-old Rebecca Doherty is the Liberal National Party's candidate. The Finance and Administration Manager was a hasty appointment.
I had to make up my mind and I had to get endorsed by the party. So those things obviously take time. Yeah, I thought, no, I've got to stand up and do this. This is why I wanted to get involved in politics. So I want to help people, I want to be involved with the local community, and I want to listen to their issues.
It's a formidable challenge to win the safest Labor seat in Queensland, but the political novice is optimistic.
I think that people are sympathetic to what happened to Kevin Rudd. It was humiliating, but people are smarter than that. They want certain things. They want their representative to actually represent them. You know, they want a local person who's representing the local area, not Canberra.
There's plenty of speculation over Kevin Rudd's candidacy, even though he says a role with the United Nations wouldn't interfere with his duties. But he's continuing to draw valuable media attention. For the voters of Griffith, these are interesting times.
We feel that he'll still be here after the next election anyway. And whether or not he stays on full term next time round or not, but moves on, I'm not too sure. But he's a good man, and we're right behind him. Yeah.
I think I'm going to leave it to the very last minute and make my decision then, and just see how Julia does actually perform, because it has been quite a show to date, and I think I'll just make my final decision right at the end.
Thanks, Mr Rudd.
This is uncharted territory for an election campaign. A rolled Prime Minister wanting to stay on in politics. And given scenes like these, he could be forgiven for thinking this man is still the main game.
I'll be talking about local issues like that because I'm the local member.
There are local
folks, can I just say, as for national issues, that lies properly with the province of others, and I won't be commenting on those. Thank you.
Local voters angry about the way you were treated, though.